back to the David67 Celtic News YouTube channel. Today's first video going to be a little analysis of the South Korean player said to be potentially signing for Celtic in the next few days. His name is Ho-Yeon Jeong, also known as Jung Ho-Yeon. He is a 23-year-old South Korean, under 23 international and South Korean Olympic squad international, but hasn't as yet played for the full international squad. And he's not been called up for the Asian Cup, unlike Jung and Oh. He has one season in the top division in South Korea and one season in Division 2. And in the 2023 season, he was voted Young Player of the Year in that league, and so clearly does have quite a pedigree in terms of South Korean football. And should be remembered also that Yang was a previous winner of that same award. Has had 72 career appearances, with 3 goals, 7 assists, and interestingly 15 yellow cards in his professional career. And he was part of a team that ended up third in the K-League in the 2023 season. And so was part of a team that was successful in South Korea this year. Primarily appears as a defensive midfielder, although is able to play further forward. And so now going to pop in a wee quick highlights reel, which comes from Ultra's scouting channel, and the full version of that's available on YouTube, along with a couple of other videos. And also, just to refer back, I did a similar review of earlier footage of him on the 12th of October. And so you may want to refer back to that as well. So now just going to pop in the highlights reel for Ho-Yeon Jeong. Great, hopefully you enjoy that 3 minutes or so extract of the full video, which is available elsewhere, as I was saying. Now, my own analysis of Jung is that he appears bigger, taller, stronger version of Rio Hitati, able to go box to box in the central midfield role, also able to play that deeper role, which at the moment Callum McGregor is playing, although that role was played by Tomoki Iwata a few times before he got injured. Seems a player who's strong on the ball, able to hold off challenges, good anticipation to win the ball back and intercept the ball in midfield. Good strong tackler. Does appear to time his tackles well, although, as I was saying, he does have 15 yellow cards in his professional career, so one roughly every 4.5 to 5 matches, which is a wee bit on the high side. Is able to get box to box. Seems a player with a lot of stamina, endurance, quite pacey on the ball, also quite skillful with the ball at his feet, two-footed as well, and also good in the air. In my previous video, I was mentioning he didn't seem to be a big threat in terms of scoring goals at the other end of the pitch. But as you can see from the highlights video, he has improved his finishing and appears to be quite a skillful finisher from outside the box with a very powerful shot on a couple of occasions. Does appear to be good short passer, also good vision to with long passes, and there were a couple of very nice goals that he set up for his team in that highlights reel as well. So the question is whether Celtic should be signing him. I personally am not 100% convinced that this is a good option for Celtic. We already have, in essence, Kwon and Iwata covering this position, Callum McGregor covering this position currently as well. We do already have Odin Thiago Holm, Paolo Bernardo as backups in this position. In the more advanced role, we already do have McGregor, Hitati, and O'Reilly and Turnbull, although it's perfectly possible that Turnbull may be moving on in the January transfer window, and I think Celtic will have to fight off a lot of big clubs to keep Matt O'Reilly at the club, although O'Reilly has been saying all the right things and does say that he wants to stay at Celtic and hasn't been thinking of moving on to bigger clubs. So he would appear to be available, it says, according to Transfer Market website, for $750,000. And I presume Celtic, if they are going to go for him, will be looking to pay a fee around that level, which seems reasonable. And I presume also that things like work permits and visas and so on are not going to be an issue. And as he is an under-23 and Olympic international for South Korea, that may well not prove to be too difficult. So he's a kind of player that if he did come to Celtic, good, he might well might well start off strong and become better and better. And I dare say quite a lot of you, like me, had a degree of scepticism when we signed Rio Hitati a couple of years ago, and that turned out obviously very well. And so we'll see what we'll see. Just want to address one wee other thing at the end of this video. Yesterday I did a video about Fabio Silva. At that point, genuinely, all the websites and news sites and internet sources were suggesting that Celtic was at the top of the list. Very quickly, over the course of a few hours, transpired that Rangers were instead the favourites, be that whether Celtic pulled out or whether the player himself expressed an intention that he preferred to go to the other club. And so this obviously was a miscalculation on my part. I have to say I'm not particularly fussed about losing Fabio Silva, I don't think he is a guaranteed good player. I think, given his record at all the other clubs that he's played for, that he's a player with potential who has yet to fulfil that potential, and his goal output is rather low for a player playing that position. So we'll see how that transpires, and if anybody has read the comment sections regarding the 3 Fabio Silva related videos, I do apologise for anything you find rude, offensive, etc. But I have actually removed the ones which broke YouTube rules. So, having said all that, hopefully you enjoy the Ho-Yeon Jeong analysis, and we'll see whether over the next few days that transfer does materialise, and if so, how well he fits into Scottish football. So for this video, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video and haven't subscribed already, do please click that subscribe button, like button, and I'd also be delighted to see what your own analysis of this player is from this video, the other videos on YouTube, and also a wee look at his various different stat sites on the internet. I would be very interested to see what your own opinions are regarding him and whether you think he's a good match for Celtic or not. So, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, as I said. Goodbye and hail, hail.